But why don't you government actually plan the city and we follow your lead? The South Korean government intentionally plot a way to protect their own businesses and promote the export of their products. If you say Lagos State is building the same places now, if Lagos State is how the houses should be here, and that is how you are not even allowed to build a house. They will build it and you buy. You are not allowed to build a house. Very good morning to you all. My name is Daddy Chris. I'm reaching you from the African Renaissance Television desk right here in London. This is the state of the nation. What do we do here? This is where we take a look at what is going on in the country. We pick on a particular topic and a particular area, and we try to look at it sincerely, notoriously, without fear of favor. That's what we do on this show. We do it with sincerity. We will never lie for you, and we don't lie against you. If we do that, it's never intentional. And if we know, we will either render an apology or we will retract our statement. My name is Daddy Chris, and my guests are right here in the studio. I'm being joined right now by my guests from all the way from Asaba and Abuja. Let me quickly add them because these women, they are not patient anymore. They are very less set of impatient women. Hello, young ladies.
Good morning, Daddy. Good morning, Asaba.
Good morning, Daddy.
Look at the amount of energy here. Listen, yes, that's what you do when you have this kind of women on your side. I have them on my side, and today when I have them, we're going to talk about something very serious, something we should be talking about. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at the state of the nation. Today, I said, let us all. I'm really going to make it a very interactive show. So I'm going to leave it up to them, actually, to also look at this thing. Maybe I'm the one who is more confused. When I say, let us take a look at the anatomy of our perpetual campaign. When I say anatomy, the study, when you dissect animal, you study the anatomy, they look inside and out. You understand? Let's take a look at the inside and out of our campaign. It's perpetual because it never stops. Before you know, when we finish one election cycle, we're in another one. From one to another. So we don't even know when we are still in governance or when we're in elections. And that's the thing I want us to take a look at. Are you guys satisfied with what you're seeing? But Mali said, are you satisfied with the life you're living? But good news seems to be coming up, though. Let me touch on that a little bit. You look as if the price of food has dropped, and it's dropping. And the dollar is, the pound is to some extent, though this is not where we met it, it's now being regulated. We are now a little bit below £2,000 on the exchange rate. Is that a good thing? Are you guys feeling it? Are you feeling better? Is your life better? Let me ask Asaba and Abuja. I know Asaba food is a little bit more expensive, but Abuja, maybe you guys are eating fat now. No wonder your face is shining. Is that the case?
Yeah, Simaya sang this song. He said, as they sweet them, it they pain us. I mean, how did they even say it? As they sweet them, it they pain us. I mean, as they pain us, it they sweet them. Okay, so that's the case of the federal government and the farmers and the people. Before now we had this normal thing that the farmers does. Although that if we say it is their crops, so we should not tell them what to do with it. They suffer to farm. So when they harvest these foodstuffs, they tend to put it on storage, and they leave it. Food becomes so scarce. Then when they bring it out from storage, they begin to sell it in an expensive way. So I think we have a very active president that could not take it any longer. He started to import food. And when they saw that he had started importing food, farmers brought out those ones that were in storage and began to sell it in a lesser price. Okay, now the farmers are complaining. It looks as if they're not on the same page with the federal government because of the reduction of food. But tomorrow we'll come and complain that the federal government is not doing well. But you see, the farmers are complaining right now that the food stuff has reduced, thereby not favoring them. But who is it favoring right now? It tends to favor we, the masses. Are you seeing anybody complaining anymore? Everyone has kept short. If not because of sometimes the issue that comes with gas and fuel, I don't really think, and insecurity though, when it comes to food, I don't really think there's a problem as regards food stuff. There's really no problem right now because the president did what he was supposed to do. But presently, as I speak to you, the farmers are not finding it funny with the federal government because of the reduction in the price of food.
That was the business news that we read this morning. The
Oh,
rice
really?
don't come down. Yes, now the farmers and the people selling it, they are complaining that they bought at higher rates. Now they are made to sell it cheap because everybody is selling cheap. Yeah, because the rice has come down. So they are complaining that they are not making profits anymore because it's as if their
So
money now is lost. Yeah. So they have to
we the
sell it
masses,
like
we are
that.
just on our own. No? We are the ones arguing.
Yes,
We are just on our own.
God is fighting for us. With us. God is fighting for us. The complaint of hunger is too much. I think Tinubu could not take it anymore. He had to do something
Yeah,
about it.
He opened
you're
he
right.
opened the border. So Tinubu opened the borders for the rice to flood in so that we'll have more food in the
He's
country.
very
All
active.
right.
He's a very active president. That's the
It's
truth.
unfortunately I'm not with you guys. I don't
I
think
know,
that is the way
I
forward.
know. Before I started, I already knew that the quiz will not be with us. Because
No,
even
I
before
will
now,
not.
even
Of
when
And
food
course.
was expensive, that the quiz said we are not the farmers. We should not tell them how to sell their products because
other
they
than that,
suppliers to go to the farm to plant it.
more
So we should
than
not tell
that,
them how much to sell it.
no, Mary, it's more than that. Let me put it this way. You see, it's the duty of any government to protect homemade products. You see, if you allow what has Donald Trump done? Donald Trump is saying you cannot bring certain things to America. If you want to bring it, this is the tariff. That's why the whole country is shaking. That's why everybody hates Donald Trump. Donald Trump is protecting his own market. You can't allow the Chinese product to pour into America, then who's going to buy the American product? That is a country that is productive. Donald Trump is using policy. We cannot do the same. Go there and the young ladies. I understand that the price of food has fallen. At what cost? This is again what I call Toffee ideology. Let me bring this to your understanding. If the president has gone into rice production and it is the rice we produce that has caused this price to fall, we'll be dancing with the president now. I'll be praising him. Oh, Mr. President, you've done so well that you've done, and it's so easy, Glory, Mary. Dorcas, it is not so difficult for us to go into rice production if it's a challenge. Now the president is able to follow the shortcut. Open the border, let the rice flood in.
Difficult because we are producing rice ourselves. It is not difficult, but why we that is producing the rice in this same country, it has to be so expensive. Why does it have
Because
to be
it's
so
not enough,
expensive?
Gloria. You don't have the facility to produce rice. Yesterday on my show, I shared some, and I'm going to share that with you a little bit. That will provoke me to do that. Is the president blind to see how modern farming is being done? How much? Look at the people struggling to farm. And like I said, if I am the president of the country, I will arrest you people for going to farm in that manner.
So like,
Everybody
is
that
that the
farm in
reason
a
why
primitive
when they
way
finish
will be
harvesting their
arrested.
crops? Sorry, Daddy Chris. Is that the reason why they finish?
Go on, Mary. You see,
I think I read what is hanging.
yes, Abuja just hung now. We will see what we can do with it. What I would say is, when you are in a situation like that, the question you'll be asking yourself is, what is the position of the government? It is okay to say, oh, let us bring in all kind of food. It looks sweet, right? I know people would like to hear that, but at what cost? You see, what
Daddy
would have been
Chris,
so good is
what
if
what could be the reason why a foreign rice, right? Price will be lesser
yes,
compared to the local rice that has stones. Remember Nigeria, our local rice.
All right, that we are
And
producing.
because they now started importing those
let me
foreign
explain
rice,
it to
they
you.
now brought down the price
Mary,
of the local rice because nobody
Mary, let me
eats rice
explain that
like
to
you
you.
want to buy a
Yes,
foreign rice at a
Mary,
cheaper price. So they
Mary,
use their
let
own
me
hands to
explain
bring
that.
down their local because nobody will buy.
Okay.
Nobody.
Maybe let's see.
Daddy Chris, wait. I quite understand that you are in the side of the farmers, but how come the same farmers are telling us that they are unable to harvest crops because of banditry that was always attacking them? All of a sudden, the same banditry that was attacking you people, you are not complaining again. You now have food in surplus to sell. How comes? And you are not telling me that Nigerians
I'm not so familiar with what you're saying exactly, but let me put it this way.
It is what is happening that I'm telling you. Because the same food that was in scarcity, the same food that we don't have, that decrease is not everywhere. It's not. Do you know that decrease? Like last month, I'm talking about.
Thank you, Mary. Where did they keep the food since?
I think last month or last 2 months, if I close from work, if I'm going, I see the wives of this Fulani men. That decrease, they are begging you to come and buy tomatoes and pepper. You know the price they put. If you split it into two, they you come and carry. They brought these things from the farm. They are begging you to come and buy. It is now that tomatoes started being scarce. You get, maybe because the ones that they removed as finished. But they were begging people to come and buy tomatoes, fresh pepper, and okra. The same fresh pepper that was so expensive as it was something else. Onion, all of them. They brought these things out from the farm. Where was all these things before? How comes it's not?
Then can I explain this? There's only one way I will use to explain this. And I'm going to say this now. Why the farmers need to be protected. Now, let's take a look at this. I don't know what to use to farm in Nigeria, but let's take a look at this.
Yeah, beers up.
All right, just a quick another one. Now you have harvesting, they play.
And the crazy, this is not AI.
How you harvest maize. This is how you harvest maize. All right. Now, let me ask you this. How can a farmer in Nigeria, how can a farmer in Nigeria compete with this? How can a farmer in Nigeria compete with those who farm with these machineries? So are you saying that we should stop farming? Because
that increase if farmers in Nigeria do these machineries, that means we will not be able to buy food again.
We will not buy food. The one where they use hand too, we not fit buy
Glory, that is not true. When you use your machinery, your cost of production will fall. That's why we say to government, invest in modern agriculture. Because what it does is the yield is much. Look at the quantity coming out at once. Now, if you look at in Israel, for instance, where they drop the right quantity of water into the soil, the plant is, the quantity of food produced will be much, even for a very small space. You cannot compare that to my father who is going to cutlass, using cutlass to farm. It does not add up. We should now look for a middle ground. Tell our farmers, you cannot farm this way. Come up. But the government must come in, not to bring in foreign food. That is, you know what we did that last time we did that? It was Murtala Mohammed. And I call it the Toffee ideology. Something you eat, sugar, importation. You know, in international business, I don't want to bore you with this kind of big lecture. In international business, it's about what you sell and what you buy. If your import is more than your export, you are trading low. A country should be selling more than buying more. Now you are importing rice and you think it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. In fact, you should be importing things, definitely not rice. We should not be importing rice. We should not be importing yam.
We understand you, but at the moment, this one does still bring solution come. So
I know. I understand. In the presence of every Nigerian right now, this is what they need. But it's not a solution. It's not. Tinubu cannot even stand here and talk about it. I'll be angry. Because I'm looking at the head. You see what I'm saying to this now? What am I talking about? That's the topic of today. The autonomy of perpetual campaign. This is another campaign strategy from the government to win the election. Not something that is good for the country. Something that will make people like me so that I can vote for me again. Now you see the problem I'm talking about. When the government comes into power and its interest is to govern, it's different from when its interest is to win election. What you saw in that show of shame is actually a strategy to win the next election. It is not in your interest because you're going to eat these rights now, then you're going to ask what happened in another 10 years. You see importing rights in the country. And now you will not have your own made rice. Gloria, will it be out of place if Nigerian made in rice is sold anywhere in the world? Made in Nigerian rice?
No.
Now, you know what is so sad, Gloria? And I don't want you guys to listen to this. With Africa at the moment, we have the free trade all over Africa, meaning anything you produce in Nigeria can go to all over Africa and you can sell freely. What that gives you is if you produce things in Nigeria, you can sell within the African free trade zone. Imagine that being in place, and we are now producing things. We will all be doing well. You see, Africa is behind. Let me repeat that, children. Africa is very, very behind. Even the thing that we are good at now, what I would say our comparative advantage, which would have been our soil, producing food, is what we are still importing. Okay, wait. We're going to import phone. We're going to import rice. Tell me what we're going to do for this world. Maybe we're going to import women because our politicians are able to import women now. It's like saying Nigerian women are not good rich. We're going to bring foreign one.
Now so that because all of them now they go marry for outside country and they do marry Nigeria women. So that's the same.
Hey, Nigeria, which way?
No, what we're saying is serious. It's serious issue. When the government faces, or when the government tries to always campaign, all you're doing is about winning elections, not about governing. That is what you get. And on the surface now, it's sweet because that's what you want to hear. It's like giving you 10,000 naira for you to vote. What he has done is equal to giving you 10,000 naira so you vote for him. Because he's just raping your future with that strategy. And those of us that think under the decision, let me tell you, young people, you know, a good government will not, like I said, Mary, if you have your kids now, you are women, you're going to be mothers soon. If you have kids, it's not everything the baby wants you're going to give to the baby. You're going to give the child what is good for her or him. Am I right?
Chris, during the end bad governance protest, why did Niger State not join the protest? Was it not because the federal government gave them billions of naira to go into farming, agriculture, and the governor boldly came out and said that they will not be part of the protest? Why? The federal government has given them money to go into farming. People were waiting for let's see what Niger State will harvest.
Niger State governor, that boy, now they say they compare. Tell me the kind of farm that is in Niger State that has made the difference. Don't even mention him.
You don't understand what I'm saying. It made a difference now that they went to import food and make it cheaper. Everybody started releasing their food. But federal government gave you money to go into farming.
Listen,
yes.
Mary, you see the language Mary use. Federal government gave you money. What is wrong with federal government making the rice? What is wrong with federal government doing the farming?
How, sir?
What is wrong with federal government does its own farming? If you have a challenge, do you always give people to do it or you do it yourself? Who stopped federal government from farming? Is it not the one that is crossing the border now?
I think
Why
that
did
is
he not
where
go?
the Ministry of Agriculture should have come in
Thank you, my
place.
daughter.
We
What are
have
we
a
doing with
Ministry
Ministry of
of
Agriculture?
Agriculture. But
Yes, what are we
unfortunately,
doing with
these
it?
ministries are just names. Ministry of
Mary,
Agriculture,
is the ministry not
Ministry
part
of
of the government?
Finance, Ministry of
Mary,
Agriculture.
Ministry of
You get all
Agriculture.
those things are just names because even when at the time that increased, when the president wanted to relieve most of the ministers from their jobs, was it not because he said they should communicate to the people about what they have been doing? You know, you are appointed as a minister. What have you done during your time in
Did we
office?
elect the
And
minister?
what happened? He
Mary,
said,
did you vote for the minister?
no,
Did we vote for the
no.
minister? Are they not his
Did you vote
appointees?
for INEC chairman? Did you vote for INEC chairman?
No,
How
They
did
are
you vote for
all,
INEC
no.
they are
chairman?
all, they are
Except
all
what I'm saying.
appointed.
Your chief of
Yes,
defense staff that
Except
they
they
are
said, did you vote for
appointed
the
him?
because
president. What
Is
I'm
he
saying
not
now, did the
employer, sir?
president deem it fit to appoint somebody? He should check the person. Don't appoint somebody and tell
Your
us to
chief
go and
of
check the person.
defense staff, your chief of defense staff, Musa that they sack, Christopher Musa, did you employ him? Sorry, did you vote him? Is it not put and remove, employ and sack, recruit
he
and
was
sack?
appointed. Yes,
So
you were
we
Is it
appointed.
me and you that
That's
appointed him?
it.
Is it me and you that
So why is
appointed
he
him?
dragging us in the business? Why is he telling us that we should wait for those people? We elected you, Mr. President. We are your kids now. And you are governing us. Take us in the right direction, we'll follow you. We don't have a choice. Can we say, oh, we don't want the minister, or we don't want this ministry of agri? It is your ministry. Work with them and give us food. Don't tell me to go to the state government. The state government, you gave all the money. You took money from us and you gave it to the governor. And now you're telling me that I should wait for the governor to feed me. Go to the governor, go to your governor. See, these are policies that we need to look at with time. And I understand how painful it is that we cannot feed ourselves, that we are still in this cycle right now. I think it should not be the debate, but it is gross shame to see us still importing rice. What can we do?
Yeah.
We import clothes. We invite Julius Berger to construct our roads. We import mobile phone, we import cars. Tell me what we don't import. Even food again. When we still import her, like I said, we go import women soon. Then what are we? What use are we?
It's not only women people are importing. The women self are importing men. Maybe only una get power.
You see, balanced diet.
When I was sick,
Nigerian men importing men.
when I was here, I never see. Anyway, the culture, when we talk now, I go say with the oppressor now. More will leave that matter first. But let's go.
Yes.
What we're saying is very important today. We are in a country where all we think is, you see, that's exactly what I'm saying. When the priority is about, that's the topic of today, it's about, let me take a look. When a country is, when the emphasis of a person elected to office is about winning the next election, that's what you get. Look at it. Oborumori got to office, not up to 2 years. It don't become. It's not as if the guy was even going to win the next election. He has every chance. Let me bring some of them in. These are the problems we have. I don't know why I want to start to Oborumori now. Not me, I want to start. You understand? I wanted to start with something else. When I notice here, I get issue with that. You understand? Why the defection? Because the emphasis is about the next election. Okay, let me ask a question, Glory, or Dukas, or Mary. If you come, you walk, and Nigerians say you they walk. Like Tinubu now is trying to walk now. If Tinubu really, if not this one in the import now, if we have produced enough rice that we are now rice independent and we're not selling rice, do we need to, now Tinubu go tell us make we vote for him? We don't expect and make it stay. I don't even believe in democracy where you change every 4 years. So if the man is good, if he stay forever, I don't mind. We're looking for a solution, not a system. Our problem is we are not productive. We need food. And this is an example. Is it food we need by importing them? Gloria and Dokas, Mary, is the food we need the one we're going to import or the one we're going to produce? Now, this is a campaign. Let me bring the Baba in. Tinubu is intelligent enough. He's more intelligent than this. And this is why these guys are kicking off. Again, it's everybody. You know what I'd love to see now? I've seen Peter coming out now actually attacking the strategy of the government. Not just intentional to win election, but actually helping them to, oh, this policy is bad. Now, this is the problem from us, we, the Nigerian people. When the government is doing the right thing, it's good to praise him. I would have joined hand in praising him today if these rights were not imported. Just understand me. But if the rice is imported, then it doesn't have me. It's not leadership. It's tough ideology. It's the wrong person for Bele. We want somebody who is sincere with us. That this is Tinubu, you came to power. This is what he did. And you know, Mary, you have been with me for some time here now. Have I ever criticized the president for taking away subsidy? Was it not the most difficult thing a person could do? I've always supported him. That is the right thing to do. But I was thinking the money is going to be used to set up refineries or to improve our agri sector. So you took the money and used it to import rice? What's the sense? It's like taking your oil, the fuel money. Now they're using it to import rice for you. Again, when people are hungry, they cannot differentiate it. But right now, we know that's not what we want. We will not be able to say it. We don't have the power to say it. We cannot fight. But this is not what we want, sir. A country like Nigeria, all we do is run for only campaign for the next office. When you get to power, the next thing you do, you campaign for the next office. Oh, how are you going to go higher? Even when you know you were not doing well. And you Nigerians are the people even helping them. You're not going to praise them. Even when they are stupid, when you know they are doing foolish things. How can I support a president that imports rice? In a country where we're supposed to be exporting rice. We're going to take Robotemi.
What's the business of a poor man? The only thing poor man knows that he has seen a cheap food, though.
I know.
If after election everything becomes worse. No, if after election they win and everything becomes worse later, they will still start crying again.
Let me say this. What the business of a
They are never fighting to get a final solution to our problem. We just want the one that will
don't blame those people that take 10,000 naira and vote. If you don't have problem with this, you cannot blame the village person who takes 10,000 naira. You say, don't sell your vote. This is equal to selling your vote. The man is giving you toffee, so you go be saying, you're a good man, so you go vote for him. It's all about winning election. If Tinubu is sincere, he knows this is not the solution to our problem. He's doing it so that the pressure will be off him so that he will win the next election. Is that what we want? I'm asking, is that what we want? Dore, I don't say your mouth, you go talk what you think. Is that what we want, my daughter? No, I will just say what you think. No, what I want to say, you know, there's no sincerity. Politicians are politicians. They are hardly sincere with us. You understand? They are not sincere. And I don't blame them. But a time will come where we will say no. You know, let's take that. Nobody is sincere.
It was so edited.
They're not sincere. Maybe it's their job not to be sincere. I can understand that. Their number one job is to win the next election. I forgive them. But we must be able, you see, to say, no, this is not right. You know what I'm even looking at, Mary? During the election, all Nigerians are allowed to. We follow the trend. We follow until they vote, until they swear somebody in. But once they swear somebody in, we go and sleep. But that is when we're supposed to actually follow them. You see, and that's why we're having this problem. If we follow every policy sincerely and digest it and follow what the government is doing, ask questions, we will not be where we are now. We are waiting for the next 4 years. No, He said the government is a daily thing. Look, the next 4 years, they come up with something. You say no, this is not good for us. You bring in rice, Papa. We know. Thank you for bringing rice, but this one doesn't have long-term effect. And you see, a true governance will look at where the country will be in the next 100 years, where will be in the next 10 years. We talk of short-term, middle-term, and long-term goal. That's how a government will think. But if you are winning the election, it's about when you're going to win.
But you know that
What
this
do I
one
do
is
to
just to win
win?
election
What do I do
first.
so they vote for me?
This particular good deed now is to win election first. Share the poor masses now, they are rejoicing, celebrating. When he win first, with the problem solved, that's why they will know
No,
that we don't even have food. The importation we
exactly.
did not stop. So
So and hunger will come again. Is that what we want?
yes, if
You
they
cannot
bring final
sustain the
solution
importation.
to the problem, if we don't have hungry people, who are they now going to use? It's only hungry people you can use, though.
Exactly.
So that is why
And
we
that is where
cannot,
we
we
are
know the
now,
final
Mary.
solution, but we cannot bring the final
That's where we
solution.
are now. Yes. Mary, the solution now they are using us because we are poor. If we are not poor, we will not support that. The price of food has fallen down. Where did it fall to? From where? From importation. We should be worried.
Yes.
And I'm happy Gloria read the news, the business news. And Gloria, you can tell now that the people are complaining. I'm not talking of the ordinary market.
Yes,
But they are
the marketers are complaining that they are not selling well. Like the price is not stable, it keeps falling, and as it's falling, people that has bought with a high price before, selling it becomes difficult. They are not making profits. It's almost as if they are going to
Did it
even go
not
out of
fall?
business.
Let it follow.
Uh,
I don't
I
understand.
know, Mary. I hear what you say. Mary, support. I
Did it not
understand.
fall? Why are they
I'm not
complaining?
saying it is bad. I'm not even on this. I'm not even thinking of these
All
people.
these things that
But
say
let me
no
tell
make the
you.
market is the rice price come down.
Calm down.
Daddy
Let me tell
Chris
you, young
will
people.
never be on the same page with me. But on this
You know,
one, no problem.
you know what
Daddy Chris,
Chinese
I
do.
know what you mean, oh. I understand you. But as a Nigerian, let the price fall. We
Yes,
have
I
suffered for
understand.
some time. They know,
Yes,
even
I
him, he
agree.
said it that
Yes, so for some, na we
It's
dey
not
here
after
o,
all
you
na
the
we
suffering,
wey we
the
dey
baby,
pass
what did he say?
for some time.
Baby stage of
For some
suffering.
time.
Leave the baby stage of
Yes,
suffering that it is. We enter
slowly.
adulthood stage of suffering. Now we have come back to enjoyment. After election, we will enter the old people stage of suffering. So it's not like we don't know. But let's
Yeah.
enjoy this moment first.
After this
They
one,
told
we'll
you
go
that
back
we
to
are
the
in the
pain.
baby
I
stage of
understand that,
suffering.
baby.
I know what the president said.
You know,
Baby
say
stage of suffering.
exactly. When woman won't born, he go say, nah, you not go let the man touch him again. When he don't born finish, after 2 weeks now, he go say, make the man come. That's how women be. So it's exactly how they know how to deceive us. So that's the problem we have. We have a problem here. And we need to understand it that, okay, President Tinubu, the question I ask is this in the interest of the country or in the interest of your election? That's my topic today. You have been elected to become a president. You are expected that with your governance alone, you can win the next election easily. You don't need to devise all these cheap strategies. If there's mass production of rice, the price will fall. And let me tell you, South Korea protected their businesses. Today they are on top of the game. Chinese partner with their own people. So because in fact they were the one constructing their road. They will not allow you to come. Now yes, now you go construct Chinese road. Now ask now here. China don't develop. Now America go construct the road. Now ask now.
The thing is that
UK when
Daddy
I get
Chris,
so now America they
we
come
don't
construct our
even
road.
value what we have. We don't value
No,
the
no,
Burkina
that is
Faso.
not value.
True, Mary.
What's Daddy Chris?
It's not value.
Burkina
That's
Faso,
because
That's the
like
problem we have in
right?
Nigeria. Oh.
not
Look at
value
the
what
people
we
that are
have.
constructing their road now, their federal road. Do you know the
Thank you,
people
my
that are
daughter.
constructing the Ibrahim Tariff federal road? Nigerians. They went there to teach their engineers. Now, we have a lot of top engineers in Nigeria that are there helping Burkina Faso to construct their road. Still teaching. You know, they're in the military regime. So
Yeah.
it is their soldiers that are still the engineers. They are now teaching them the modern way of how to construct roads in Burkina Faso. Look at the kind of treatment they are giving to our Nigerians that we do not value. In fact, we have asked most of them to retire. even when they are not up to the
Maybe
age. That is what we do.
Burkina Faso just made they just constructed the stadium. 90% of the job were done by locals. That wonderful stadium they built now, 90% of the job were done by the people, the poor people. You see, that is a country that want to see tomorrow. Not a body that gave 70 billion to July to come and construct road. But if I talk, we're going to vex. It's bad for tomorrow. It's bad for the children. It's bad for you people. You are here with me now. You may not see it now. It's like somebody that you sell your vote for win the election. You sell vote, they give you 10,000 naira. You go pay for the 10,000 naira. When you want bond, you go remember that 10,000 naira when you eat. When you want pay children school fees, you go remember that 10,000 naira when you eat. You don't need 10,000 naira. You need true governance.
That money speaks for Nigerians, like say another thing. That money looks to them as if it's a life changing. The spirit that they use in collecting that money that time, man. That's why you don't listen to anything you say. And it's a problem because whether or not you like it, even in the next election, this thing will still happen. It's still going to happen.
Maybe a time we get to when Nigerians can feed themselves, they will not. It's a gradual process. You can't give me 10,000 naira to vote for you. Look at me. So a time will come. A time will come. People will not take it. Most of you that are educated now, you won't take 10,000 naira. Even as painful as it is, you want the right person to go there because you know what the right person is going to bring for you.
Even if I take the 10,000 naira, I will still go and vote for the person that I want to vote for.
Thank you. That's another way. That's another way. You understand?
Yes, so again, that's another way
of discouraging them. So what we're saying is, when a president now pass back without giving you the money directly, he has given you the money now indirectly by making the price fall. Oh, the president has worked. Oh, the price of food has gone down. At what cost? That's the question I ask. At what cost? If the cost is costing you your future, you should be angry. And today's topic is about people. We vote people to office. They don't spend time governing us. No policy. They don't spend time on policy, not knowing that the policy is what get them re-elected. They think giving you sugar is what will get them re-elected. The sugar is a poison to you. It's not re-elected. Everybody, they are happy, you are poisoned. We are being poisoned while they are happy. They've gone the election. They are re-elected. And we are poisoned. You know what the sugar they do? At my age now, not person tell me I cannot eat sugar again. If I eat sugar now, I go to peace. I'm not fear. Not they let me eat them. When I see young, when I never know the importance of sugar. When I say sugar, now poison you will not know. A mother will not give you sugar every day. Because then this one not good for my pikin. No, you're not going to take. Even when the child needs it. Why? I know you are mothers to be. I can see you being good mothers. You won't give your child anything the child asks for. You give what is good for the child. Tinubu is not giving us what is good for us. He's giving us what he thinks we need, so that I will be clapping for him. He's a bad man. And that is exactly what I want us to look at today. How many of our leaders, take a look around you. How many of them do you really think are doing things because it is good? They think it's good for the country. Or they are doing it because they want to be re-elected. I ask again. Let me ask again and again. My question goes to Delta State, where I come from. Your body in the camp from one party to the other. Is it in the interest of us? Why they say, all I've done now is for Delta State. So Delta State, well, what did I not get? Is it not the camp? But I don't make me talk. And we should, and if it goes down, even down to policies. If the policy, okay, I'm going to rush and bring in new cars. I'm going to buy cars. Mary, wait first. I'm going to buy cars from Japan to members of House of Rep and senators. Mary, imagine that first. How much? In a country that is sweating, we are crying. You are bringing those quantity of cars. Is that you are pleasing your men? If you talk anyhow, they go throw one motor for you. Now, journalists, and now they get envelope again. No, whether they give journalists on Nigeria now one building. If you make Nigeria, go and take that building. Shut up. Hey, you can hardly see journalists being able to say anything because of envelope. I know it is some journalists that will say, "Oh, don't say your vote, don't say your vote," but you just say your vote, journalists. That brown envelope is your vote. So you're not being able to complete or tell the people the truth. So you've sold the nation. We're all part of this. We are part of this. A journalist that takes a brown envelope is not going to report on what he's supposed to report. His report will be compromised. So the public will not get the right information. And the public will make the wrong vote. From you, you have destroyed a country. This is a serious issue. It's not something to joke with. Now, sometimes we ask ourselves, what did I call it today? The anatomy. It's not just looking at it from the surface. I want us to look at it deeper. The ingredient, the intestine. When you want to study my anatomy now, Mary, I get inside, I get heart, I get this. These are my anatomy. The anatomy of the decrease. It's not what you see. It's what makes me, what is making me to talk. My hair, the skull, everything when they're there. The anatomy of that decrease. I'm talking of the anatomy of perpetual campaign. All they are doing on a daily basis, these people campaign without knowing, without we knowing. By money given to journalists to say what they want, you know what they do? A president that is elected today, oh, look at the governors, look at every politician, look at the fleet of PA and SA, most of them are media aides. Media aid, media spokesman, all of them, so that anything that comes, they'll go and attack you. I made a little broadcast on Robo Television. If you see the attack, I know the people talking, they are even the people that are hungry. But they are being paid, so I understand them. That's their job. Mary, who do I blame now? They are being paid to do this job. So they are all this to attack me, otherwise they're going to lose their job. So their good job is how much they can attack the sincere.
You know, when I know that we now have a problem is for the fact that even my fellow journalists, media personality, they are not politicized. You know, you say journalists that, okay, if you have sorted them, this party has sorted them, they begin to tackle the particular party. They are no longer, you know, you're not supposed to be biased, they're supposed to be neutral. But gone are those days when we see journalists that are neutral. You just want to always support the person that is, you get, that is a kind of satisfying you financially or in any way, then condemning the other person. Then if the other person pays you, you shift to another one. Like, you know that you're working for a party. This is wrong.
Hello. So that's why you see very few people. Nobody will like this guy Husseini. They can never like it because the guy is gonna come when he's doing the job. He's doing the job first. You see the job of a journalist. I'm not going to spend time with you guys today because one day it will be me and Una. Even though the journalist, you are the number one voice. You are the one. You are the eyes of the nation. You know what it be the eye. Mary, if you don't get eye, you know if you work out. The eye, without eye, any other thing, if you not there your body, if you not the hear, you go see waka. If you not be talk, you go be waka. But without your eye, you can't move. The journalists are the eyes of the nation. When the eyes go blind, what happens? You see, as you diagnose me, Mary, you now begin to identify the things that are more important in me. You will not play with my eyes. Because without my eye, how will I even know where I am? I'm lost. That's why a blind man is a lost man. That is what the journalist is. The journalists are the eyes of the nation. When they are compromised, meaning we can no more see. You know, when I say we can no more see, it's deep. Meaning we no more see what is happening in the country. The truth is now hidden from us. Because of petty journalism, because of compromised journalism. The country is now ill-informed. You even have to street the truth. How can you sincerely, in your conscience, know that the man is saying the truth and you are fighting him? Or he's already arrogant. Look at what they say about this Hussein. He's arrogant. He's this. For what? He asked a simple question. If the question is out of order, as a wise man, a politician, you can decline not to answer quietly. He said that, hey, I won't answer that. And he's not going to beat you. But you don't go aggressive on him. No, he is in office, not your officer. Go to your office and stay. His job is to tell us, we are the public. He owes us that duty. So expose what you are doing. And it's not exposing it. It's not in a bad way. You need to educate us. How they carry us along. We are not where you work, sir. The only place where we go to seek information is the television or the newspapers, where they educate, where they tell us what you are doing. The country will never know anything about your office. We don't come to your office every day to know how the president works. The only way we know maybe is what the newspaper report or what the television report to us. Thank God to social media now. Otherwise, how do you know? So the eyes of the nation are the journalists. Again, they are supposed to help us. And that's why when you are taught journalism, you're not taught to journalists to just go and report. You are taught to analyze. You are a public analyst. You can understand things. You can look between left and right. It's a deeper profession. A journalist is not just somebody who just come and write something and say, this is what they say. They will put in, you see, there's that critical analysis to everything you do. But we live in a country where this doesn't exist. We are celebrating today. I'm not going to spend time on that. I want to move. What the journalists have to say. I can't wait to see that kind of beautiful report. On which side? You see, I'm yet to see, Mary, until I come in now, I'm yet to see that say, oh, this government policy is shameful. Nobody will say it. Only that the Christ may be mad to ever there. But you and I know that this is a toffee ideology. It's like eating a lot of sugar that is good, which is a poison to all. May God help this country.
Amen. Oh.
Yes. We need the help. We need the grace of God, like all we say now. I mean, I'm going to resort to say things by the grace of God. Even when I know God has given us the grace. We are the one that is waiting. God has given us the grace. Oh, yeah. We're not going to that today. Anyway, let's take a look at the thing that is also pushing them. The politicians too, make we do our own part. Like I said the other day, oh, they will ring election. Only Tinubu cannot ring election. Only Peter Obi cannot ring election. Make I bring the picture of the politicians so that you see them properly. I think we need to see their faces so that we can understand. None of these people can confidently ring election. They cannot. Look, I leave these people. These are the presidency. Let's stick with them here. All right, let me be dominated. I dominate you guys. You know, shut up. When I talk, you will listen to me for once. This is my office. When I don't know what you do in your offices. This is where I can digest what you do and I can tell the public. These people, you are in the public. You don't know what they do in their office. It is my job to look at what they say, add my own thinking, which might not always be correct. But I will not do it in a way to lie against them or lie for them. But I have right to digest, to see. Look at it now. Came to me this morning. It's the price of rice has gone down. Let me bring that beautiful image again. It was big news this morning. Welcome back. The price of rice has gone down. It's good news. See, good business news. Let me bring it back, Mary. And when we don't know, we're just going to make a lot of mistakes. Let me remove this guy first. Let's see the price of rice. It's a good thing. All right. But meanwhile, if you listen to what we did last week, Mary, I was telling you that Japan, in fact, America owns it today. The South Korea government protected their businesses. and encourage their people to begin to produce more. Today, they are number one. It didn't happen by accident. It is government policy on the long term. If we cannot protect rice in Nigeria today, what can we protect? Mary, wait. We have a man in Nigeria is producing vehicle. We couldn't protect it. Oh, so Innocent can compete with Japan. Is that what you're saying? That Innocent will immediately compete with Toyota? Are you joking? It's murder. There's no way Innocent can compete with Japan today. It will be the intention. It will be the job of the Nigerian government to intentionally protect Innocent. I always say to Innocent, the government should have a share in it. One, allowing even only Innocent to do it is bad. The government should have 60% share. Innocent, I will say to you, it is better to make a profit from 20 billion than to make profit from 2 naira. If the government comes in, there will be more profit for everybody. Because government will now protect it, government will now patronize the brand, and it will be good for the country and for everyone. Because one, we will now use Innocent. Innocent will advance. We will now begin to export. The importation will now be bad to some limited extent. Maybe if we want to progress, we're not going to progress by allowing Innocent to survive on your own. Innocent cannot, and they will never be able to compete in the world stage. Make we try. Anything we like, it will happen. You know why? Because they haven't got the capacity to do so. These people doing this now, Mary. You said these people are working. Oh, they're able to improve, they reduce the price of rice. I say, yes, this is good. How did they do it? You want my farmer in the village to compete with somebody who is, look at these people, Mary. They are enjoying that. This is God as a man. Can you compare your farmer to compete with these people?
Daddy Chris.
Yeah, tell Mary, what you
Daddy
say?
Chris,
How can your
these
farmer
people,
compete with this?
are they practicing this thing? Why does this thing look like AI video? I don't believe it.
No, it's not AI. Oh. This is not AI. This is not, even if it's AI, it's good. Mary, if it's AI, it's good. Then let us learn from it. This is, even if it is the way more. When I saw the way they were doing the cassava own, I thought that was AI too. You understand? But Mary, if
There
you
was
see
one
this,
that they were showing plane. That plane was not real now. So it's not a real plane now. That one is AI now.
okay, don't be surprised. It's gonna be real tomorrow. People conceive things. Mary, when you get belly, you don't know the pikin when you want born. You conceive the baby until the baby come out. You know they never see her. It's in your mind, but you don't say your baby dead there. Small time after 9 months, pikin will come out. It's not a joke. First, you have to conceive. If you don't get belly, you go born. Talk to me. You be woman. You don't see when woman they born whenever get belly.
Yes, now. It happened now.
Okay. I don't say many Virgin Mary did. Maybe Virgin Mary self had to carry belly for 9 months. Virgin Mary not just born
it was
pikin.
a
I don't say not be
miracle.
Virgin Mary
It
born.
was a miracle. I mean, never hear. And cool one.
I know say now let Nigerian church they see that kind of miracle. I don't want to talk about them today. Small time I go say I don't start.
Talk, oh.
But
Talk.
I don't go
Yesterday
there.
and Sunday. Talk. Today
No,
and
I
Monday.
didn't go to Sunday one. I already finished with Sunday yesterday. I said what I had to say to them yesterday. It's the same thing. If you want to make a talk, we know anything a Nigerian politician is doing, a pastor is doing it. Do you know that? There are two people, there are two problems we have. The way if the pastors are sincere with us, we will not be where we are. But let's not go there. Like I said, we're not going there today. Let's stick to the politicians. You know, if the long-term vision of any people, if a person is planning for the good, for the sincere interest of the people, there are some policy you will not make. I don't have any reason to touch people to fall. If not be the quick money when I want big, if not be the new masses when I want to gather, I will preach the gospel for what it is. And the organic people will come. But by the time you won't perform, you won't clip, you won't touch somebody's eye, you don't see today. When you know it's a lie. It's different from politician. Maybe is that man different from a politician? Politician even better passer. I think politicians, they show you the truth. They lie, saying that they be liars. We know politicians to be liars. But pastors, you are supposed to be men of God. Now, God before government. We say next to God is government. So it's not God that is next to God. No, that's next to government. So God is supposed to be done with all elements of sincerity. We trust you. We'll come to you. Let's not go into church today. Let's stick with the politicians. Maybe don't let us go there because it will make me vex. There is hardly a thing I do that is not from my center. I come here to talk from the bottom of my heart.
You know, when they
and
say,
that is why I can defend everything I say.
It's not like I don't understand everything you're saying, but you know, there's this saying in Nigeria, when things happens, it looks like we are easy to adapt to whatever situations we find ourselves. You know, this
I
news
understand
that you are seeing everywhere that the price of rice has come down, it is down and all of that. It's not like it is the normal price of rice before. You know, there's this system that Nigeria has always adapted to. Something might be 500, maybe it becomes 3,000. We begin to cry, we begin to complain that it's down 3,000. That decrease, they now bring it down to 2,500. You see us rejoicing that it's now 2,500.
Exactly.
What happened
I
to the
understand
former
that.
500 naira that they were selling it?
The government know that the
They don't know how much, but they're not selling rice for 500 before, like as a normal thing. So we now buy it for 2,000 plus, and we are rejoicing because it was a 3,000 plus. So nothing goes down to the normal price when it comes up. You see, every time Pengasin and all these their Nupeng, they come up with this their madness all in the name of going on strike. And whatever they do, at the end of the day, when they call up the strike, they bring up the price of fuel or gas. And what they now do, they now reduce it to a small price. But it will not go back to that former price again. Nigerians will be celebrating. No. We have a problem. Do you know why? So rice cannot even go back to the old price, and we are here. We are happy, rejoicing that the price has come down. We are not adapt. Don't you think this thing is always a deliberate action, a deliberate act to bring this thing up and not bring it down again?
Mary, let me tell you this now. Let me tell you this today. If the government of Nigeria were not subsidizing, that is because in those days when you import fuel, if you tell government you import 10 liters, they will pay you part of your money that you used to import it. So that was how they were really looting the government's treasury. So that was why Tinubu said, okay, we're no more going to be part of the subsidy. We're not going to subsidize whatever you're bringing in. That's the meaning of the subsidies. If we were not doing that, they would have started importing fuel in quantity, even to fight Dangote. Because they don't want to pay. That's the only thing saving Dangote now. Now, maybe, is it not good that you now hear that Dangote is not supplying fuel to India? They're not supplying to mighty America. They are not supplying us. Only one man, Dangote.
Daddy Chris, the Pengasi that are complaining that Dangote is doing this, is doing that because they're not gaining from it, which is still as a result of their selfishness. What happened to the refinery we had before? What happened to it? So what are they tell you one thing and spoil it in the refinery? They will not be able to fix it again. This one, that one. At the end of the day, I don't even want to talk. Like, we have a problem in this country. What happened only this Dangote refinery you are seeing is beyond even the four. It combined to like 4 refineries we had in Nigeria. Is more than it. It's beyond those refineries. So those ones that were in Pengasin Union that do whatever Pengasin wants, how come they could not maintain the refinery? What happened to the refineries in Nigeria? The 4 refineries, what happened to it? Every time they look for one thing and to go and spoil there by themselves and come back and tell you something spoiled and cannot be fixed. Then the only person that tried to get his own refinery, people are fighting him. How comes we are enemies to ourselves in this country? And we do not see it as a problem.
No, Mary, but let's take a look at this. I thank God that you raised this very important issue. And thank you for this. Now, this is an example of economic freedom. This is the true meaning of prosperity. All right. And this is exactly what I was saying to every one of us. Dangote did not go and import the fuel like he was importing sugar and all those ones before. He was not my man. Dangote has refined what we have, and it's now selling, bringing foreign money to us. Is the man we should be worshiping him? A man like this become president, you know what we do? He will think about to produce and produce and produce, because it is in his nature to produce. The people you are voting, they never produce biscuit once. Hallelujah. Maybe that's one thing we should be asking ourselves. The people you are voting for, so he don't produce biscuit, he don't do that.
This man bought over 400 trucks. 400. Do you know how many workers? Do you know how many workers to be employed? Do you know people that will gain employment from him? 400 trucks, so that they can supply diesel. And
billionaires are being made from this factory. This factory you see here now, billionaires, Nigerians are made, unless they misbehave. Maybe this business now that come here, it's not only some people go supply Dangote something, they go do one small thing, like on the bag now, they don't get job. You see, that is what you see when something like this happen to your country. It is prosperity. Exactly what I asked. The money went Dangote, the money went, in Delta State, the estimate we're going to get this year is about 900 billion. So we're almost getting almost a trillion, a trillion naira from allocation alone. Okay, if they give us 900 billion and Delta State can generate, many Delta State they make budget of some 1 point something trillion. They're not investing in what Dangote do now. You know what they do? They follow Tinubu style. Let us go and bring Julius Berger to construct bridge. Now, many with a clap for us. He has done a very good bridge. Now, it costs us. The man does not know. Some of you don't know that the kids go open their eyes and say, "I won't kill me." I said it's a toughy ideology. It's primitive. This is prosperity. This is development. Thank you, Dangote. In all ramifications, you can't compare Dangote to your governors. He don't get paid. Mary, may I ask you this? Only Dangote, ordinary businessman, if you do this one. With all the 36 governors they do. No. The 36 governors, they collect money, or the money they take and pay salaries. Salaries for what? What are the salaries being paid for? Maybe if I pay people workers, they don't get anything when they contribute to my company. Nobody will fire them. What thing would they use this money they pay? The money, where would they pay? So if they take money, they give them. Oil go come up for the land. God go dry the oil, make we know where we dey. We need to get sense. Mary, the only reason you are able to celebrate, say, thank God, say rice don't fall down, because say the man use oil and money, go import rice.
Daddy Chris, there's a saying that now that way you see for hand. You understand? Now you go happy with.
I know.
So
I don't
say something that I'm not celebrate that one. I will celebrate the one I see.
You.
Because as I'm telling you now, you don't know what will happen after 2027.
Exactly.
You don't know what will happen. Yes,
so when we eat the one we see now, when our children
you
die,
cannot
no matter
cry you cannot be crying and complaining when things are expensive. And when it comes down a little, you are still complaining. It means that you just want to keep complaining. So we can't complain at a time like this, even though I know that this is not how things are supposed to be. But you just have to celebrate with the one you've seen. No? That's the thing. Because at the end of the day, there is an election that will be forthcoming.
In 2027, now you go marry, Mary. Wait. In 2027, 2028, you go born your pikin. Now this one, now that time you go know waiting that the Chris they talk now. You feel enjoying today. Then when you born pikin in 2028, things go come be like, now that one you want, my daughter.
I will not enter Seme that time. I will let Seme. Now the Chris, I will not go Seme, Benin Republic.
You go not cross border. You go not Jata. I understand my daughter. No, this is Nigeria. This is what we are up against.
But it's not even funny. Like it's a
not.
sad situation, honestly. But
It is. It is. It is. And sometimes when I try to say this on the show, they don't understand what I'm saying. When I said that, in fact, I remember when I was flying back to Nigeria last 2 years before the 2023 election, I made a statement. I said the days of infrastructural governance is over. Because they don't even understand what is infrastructure. When I talk of infrastructure, if you somebody want to tell me about infrastructure, these are infrastructure for me. These are infrastructures. You understand? Whether now AI or not be AI, I don't care right now. But you know what? This will be infrastructure. Mary, let me tell you this. Why this is so sad? Now Nigerians should be worried. I mean, I ain't say Nigeria, they get glass house now. Glass house farm. Glass house. They never not be said very well. Mary, I went to Belgium. The first time I traveled to Europe in my life was in 1992. They never born you that time. Okay. When I got to Belgium, the only job I did, I work in a tomatoes farm. I was plucking tomatoes in a glass house farm. Massive, not be this kind of one when I get like mushroom for home. The quantity of tomatoes we produce a day, when you go there, in 3 months, we don't plant, we don't dig, we don't pluck. 3 months. That is what we call infrastructure. But Mary, that is for 1992. They know that kind of farm again for Belgium. They have moved on, Mary. We never even reached where they did for 1992. And Nigerian government is busy importing tomatoes. You said they give that one money, make it produce, make the farm. And you see that one, when that village food, when they marry children, they marry for children. That one, are the main thing what they do for Niger State. Now that one, they talk of seeing a person. No, it's not. It's not the kind of person we're talking about. You have a problem, and we need to solve the problem. Maybe it's like now. In those days, when would they grow up? The carry first disease, what would they first carry in those days? What would they carry women? Now, at time, gonorrhea, when would they carry Mary? When you carry gonorrhea, you're going to go put Vaseline, put on top of your this. It go cure. It's not the surface. You need to drink medicine. Populous, now go clear out from inside. That's only what we have now. We have a problem with they use Vaseline. We get gonorrhea with they use Vaseline, they rub on top of our private part. It don't go cure. If we want to do it, it's going to be painful. Maybe sometimes go take painful injections. Like Nigeria, I never see anything. Before you talk to one nurse for Nigeria now, they don't shoot needle for your yash. That's another thing I never see for my life. I've been in Europe for some years now. I never know how many times they don't give me injection. I never see them. Now, peace that they give me, I go take cure.
But Nigeria, medical practitioners are good. Our medical, nobody says she go to a bad place. If our medical practitioners are not good, you people in the UK will not be looking for them, begging them to come and work for you. You know
now,
that.
Now, they treat us here. When they call here, that treatment that they give. Ask them whether they give us Populous here. The way that they pack and give now. Which this sickness in my body when you will give me antibiotics?
Nigerian medical doctor will not be giving you those Populous, sir. It is those that are going to maybe those those chemists. Those that are going to those chemists. It's different now. So it's a different thing. They cannot compare them, but when you see our medical professionals, the nurses, the doctors, they are professional and they know what to do.
Anyway, yes. I don't want to go into that one. Make I leave that one. Make I say they know what they are doing. And may God help them to know what they're doing.
It's not assumed they know what they are doing.
Mary, they tell me, say, before we know, say, and make them put drip for my body. I say, the person they take drip, you don't set drip for your body. It only go set, so only they take drip. You don't drink water. Drip and water. You be a bar. Water will do the same thing like drink. Hey, I don't understand us. You know, sometimes, Mary, we need to be educated for our own good. What Tinubu have done with this rice, the only person who are saving this country is Dangote. Not those people. The only friend we have right now is this man. And if we can just encourage him to come into farming, Mary, let me say this: if Dangote come into this rice farming, we'll not go ever remember again. One, Dangote has grown so much. It's now about 30 billion US dollars large. So it's massive now. He's the one that can come into this kind of business and we will smile. Only Dangote can do it. So we need to beg Dangote. Say, please, Dangote, take some time. I beg, invest in rice. Come to agriculture. Let us have a strategy. We need to beg him. The Nigerian government doing it. Your governors are not thinking. They're only thinking about to win the election. President Tinubu is already going to win the next election. So we need to beg Dangote, even when we know he's not the one to do this for us. Can you see our agony? We needed a refinery. The one when government do say no work. But Dangote one is working now. He's now selling fuel to America. The same country, Mary. Not be another country. He did it in the same country. Your government could not do it. That's what say we forget about this government. Because what do? They campaigning. From the day they come in, they campaign for the next election. They don't do anything other than campaign. And those of you watching me now, all you know is you are going to support him now because you don't know what you're doing. And tomorrow, when there is problem, the thing we are suffering now is the result of the decision we made. And like I told Mary, you want to be happy today that you are eating free rice. Then by 2029, when they born your pikin, now that time you go know. Thank you, Sir Dangote. You've done well. And may God touch your heart to look into our agri sector. We need you, sir. If Dangote had not come into this refinery, we will be there. If Dangote can expand this refinery, Nigeria will celebrate. Hallelujah. Let me say this. If Dangote will expand from one refinery to two, because that's how it starts, you don't do one. May God give you long life. From there, you create 5, 10 refineries. In fact, our fuel problem will be zero. Do you hear what I said, man? Let this man have up to 10 refineries. Our problem will be over. In fact, a time will come, we will have so much people that are expertise in the refinery that we're going to export to even to foreign countries. Because they don't learn from here. Nigeria will have experts in that field. In Jesus' name. So let us be sincere. Let us be clear. Maybe you are the one that used the word. Let us be sincere. What we see now, this crop of politicians, it's either one they don't know, but no, it's not as if they don't know. This is an intentional act to give you poison so that it's the same thing as giving somebody 10,000 naira vote for me. Because if Tinubu give me rice, make rice cheaper today, at the expense of producing rice in Nigeria, so that it will have a good name. It's the same thing. Baba, which I talk, Amina. And the same way I said to them, the governors, take a look at what they are doing. Just follow them one by one. See whether any of them actually think outside the box. Whether any of the things like Dangote. No, Lagos State is very rich. Dangote has opened one refinery there. Open your own Lagos State. It is your land that Dangote did this one, right? Open your own. Except that Tinubu and the brother there, they don't think like this. As much as I like this guy, I like Lagos. But should Dangote be the one doing it alone? Now that Dangote have got one, if they do one, it go bad. Then we have 2 refineries, maybe. And maybe Delta State convert, come do 1, 3. My father said that they imitate something good. And now your mouth faith. I come in peace today. But from you, all of you journalists that have blinded this nation, this is what you get. And these are the people that if you aerofy, whenever you do one thing for your life. Look at Kaduna that they govern for 8 years. What have you done in Kaduna? What are you going to do for the country now that you couldn't do in Kaduna for 8 years? I'm looking at them. Baba, you were former vice president. What would you do? What did you do? You privatized the whole thing.
You know,
In fact,
the
maybe
good thing
you see
about
the
these
truth.
people is that at least God has given them opportunity for us to test them in one way or the other.
Yes.
They have actually tested one position or the other.
Exactly. Exactly. And you cannot, that's why Peter is standing out among them. You can't just ask Peter, what did he do? Peter left, listen, oh, Mary, listen to me. The money that came to Delta State and Anambra State is 4-1. Meaning if Delta State they get 40, Anambra they get 10. Now, Delta State left the state in debt. Obi left with a lot of money savings for the state. Now, how can you compare? No, they are neighbors. We are neighbors. Even till tomorrow now, the money that will come to Delta State this month will be about 48 million. 48 billion. Now, if you left, so it will be 42. With the freedom of information, we'll be able to ask. We'll ask them soon. Don't worry. Ask how much goes to Anambra. Be around 10. Highest 11. The money Delta State collects is equal to the whole money that will go to the whole of that Southeast put together. Maybe I'm telling you something. But meanwhile, Peter was able to leave the state. He stayed with more savings than he was even receiving. But Delta State left us in debt. Around you, sir. We were owing. That's why you see the government paying. Say, I'm paying the debt. Okay, we are borrowing. Hey, what thing we borrow money to do? Wanna tell me? You see how these people leave the state in ruin. If we talk, we are going to verse. Those of them, when they support them, they are going to verse. Peter Obi left. He said it openly. He left $12 billion, some 40-something million in 3 banks. He handed it over to the next governor. What did he name? Nobio Bano. He handed it over to him. And he made a speech. How much did you leave when you were living in Delta State? You left the state in debt. Even when you were collecting more money than Anambra. Maybe this is beyond my understanding. And this is where the journalists should be talking. When you have the eyes of the nation blind. Tomorrow we'll go talk about journalism. The eyes of the nation is being blind. Maybe I come again every day and every day I talk about the importance of this mobile phone, this camera. And people don't get it. This is the next gun. Actually bigger than the gun that can shoot and kill. But by the time you stop it from seeing, you don't close the gun. You don't close the mouth of the gun. It becomes useless. That's where we are in the country called Nigeria. May God come to us in the likeness of men. Because that's all I can ask right now. May God come to us in the likeness of men. Maybe that the Christ could not make sense enough. That God will come in another beautiful likeness of men. And like I said, if there's going to be another likeness of man, this is a likeness of man. God has come to us in the likeness of man. I don't care what you say. If we're going to solve this problem, maybe, it's not going to be your pastor that is putting tie on Sunday waiting to collect money from you. It's going to be Dangote expanding on what he's doing. Do you hear me? If I talk, could I go say this? Your governor could not do it. Your pastor could not do it. He prays for you and you go back home hungry. Dangote is putting food on your table. Who is your friend? What Dangote has done for Nigeria, none of your governor that see, Dangote not get house abroad. Una better faster. Dangote does not have a kitchen abroad. How many of these idiots as great as Dangote? Mary, do you hear me? Dangote does not have a kitchen abroad. How many of the governors don't get house abroad? They go change their name. Even village food that get house abroad. When we don't say this kind of village food, on yesterday become got to power, he get house abroad. Now abroad I do. In fact, if I get chance, I go put paper for our eyes. When I get problem with that decrease, I'm coming with a new movement. Nigeria have to change. We cannot bury a nation as great as Nigeria because of your stupidity. Even the pastors, myself, not free. I ask a question. The money Adeboye they collect every day. Adeboye makes more money than Dangote daily. Daily. I said daily. Dangote is saving the country. Adeboye is saving go pray for Nigeria. Anything Adeboye say, let's pray for Nigeria. Man will fast and pray. Now fast and pray. Now you take collect all the money when they will. Mona tell me in simple English language. Me I not talk. Of course, if I talk, they will come swear for me. One pastor will not talk, and the people will come die. I never reach to that. If I say that they kill me, I will not be alive. We have a problem, my people, and we're not going to solve it until we choose to be sincere with ourselves. Many will say, let's be sincere. That sincerity is what every Nigerian, I want them to know now. I don't want to put on a picture here today. I just want to celebrate this man. I want to celebrate him, using him as an example. I don't go abroad now. I use somebody within the same country. A humble man. You see, don't go to dress. You don't see how he dress. They wear even slippers and jeans. Other than that, he dancing and this thing. And when you see Peter dress, other than Peter dancing or something, you don't go see how Peter is a bloody millionaire. But Peter, I want to make you be like Dangote now. And they come for you. You said, go, you go meet Dangote, man, and begin things together. Dangote didn't start with refinery. He started small. He started with cement. He now do it. See, Mary, we've already import cement when we take the build houses. If not for Dangote, we will be importing it. Now, okay, Mary, wait. Dangote have made cement. How many of us get cement factory? So the constituent of making a cement is so difficult for Nigerian chemical engineers to make that we cannot manufacture cement. That only Dangote is not doing it, and they buy cement. All of now, when they South, when they collect money, everything, all of now. Mary, which kind of people be this? That on Southeast, when you want break away, I want to talk about that. If you don't let me go into that. Is the choice to break away from Nigeria or to be productive? Even if you break away now, you will be suffering the same thing we are now. What Nigeria need is people coming together and being sincere. Dangote na Hausa man. Inside of the factory, he not put up for Hausa land. He dey Lagos. So we have a problem with Hausa people. Mona tell me these people, how can I talk? Don't be this. She say, maybe I support this one because Hausa man. If I'm Hausa man, see this one. That one when we privatize the whole business in the name of Atiku, now we want. How can we turn everything to politics? Let us go out of politics. Let us look at the real savior here. Remove those people from my screen. Let me see a face that is a pride of Africa. And you know the funniest thing? Dangote have a place in the world. And in the world to come, he will be immortalized. None of you guys here will be. If you continue what you're doing now, you will not be remembered. Without Buhari will not remember him. But Dangote will be immortalized. You know what Dangote is doing now? He's even setting up something in Ethiopia. The man is an African. Maybe let's take a quick break. Studio too hot. When I come back, we're just going to round up the show. And I will let Mary round up the show. I would say repeat what I've been saying. and I'll let Mary close the show. But don't go away. Let's take a look at a quick commercial break from us. Don't go away. Stay with us.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +4.
Hello, yeah, welcome. A very good welcome to you. The show is the state of the nation, where we actually talk to each other about ourselves. Like I said, this is a show where we take a look at a particular section of our thing, what is disturbing us, and we try to analyze it. And that's why today's topic is very important. I don't look at it from the surface. Oh, look at the Harless campaigning. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the implications when politicians choose to put campaign instead of governance. That means they are playing politics rather than governing us, even when they have been elected into power. That is what I've been trying to look at. And unfortunately, the issue of this rice that has fallen came to play. Why Mary is excited and happy that rice has gone up, I only reminded the young lady that maybe by 2030,
I agree. It's the only Mary that's excited. I don't understand you.
Gloria and all of them, my ladies, you understand? Why
No,
you are
it's only
excited?
us. Nigerians are happy. Yes, so
I know. And it's equal to selling your vote. And I ask you, of what use is this? That is the question I ask. And I've been taking my time to analyze that. And I mean that from the bottom, from my center, where I try to say that the rights would have been better if had Tinubu gone into rice farming, which I'm not begging Dangote to come and do for us. And when we do proper rice farming, the Delta State government could have done rice farming properly. Edo State would have done so. Anambra would have done so. There's no part of the country that couldn't farm rice. And today, the rice will naturally fall. And the people, more job will be created. You won't see this complaint I'm talking about. But this is an artificial fixing of a problem. It's like using Vaseline to cure gonorrhea. Vaseline not the cure gonorrhea. For those of you when grew up in my time, I know what it be gonorrhea. Maybe not know what they talk. So what I'm saying, my people, is it is a serious issue. And we need to fix it. We're not going to fix it if we run away from it. He said, he who fights and run away will fight another day. So don't run, man. Let us face it. Let's deal with our challenges. It can be done. It can be done. We can do this. Like I said, Dangote has demonstrated that it is possible. Let me bring Dangote back. That man, it makes me, when I see him now, all I see, there's this joy. Because, many, you know, when you talk about something, and somebody is actually manifesting your dream, all I'm trying to talk about, I see Dangote manifesting it. I ask a question. Do we need, can the state governors, suppose Dangote not get refinery, therefore don't challenge me, say, where you see private person, they get refinery, where state government and federal government, they get it. But private man have it. Mary, are you with me? Innocent that have a car manufacturing company. It's not even the state. It's a private man that have it. Imagine if the state was partnering with him. Where will Nigeria be in automobile engineering today? Where will we be in our own vehicle? Innocent would have been worldwide. They swear for us. I'm interested in the manufacturing and the production. That's why we don't even have a simple airline where we go buy you. We not say we could do the aircraft when we go buy. Many people, aircraft is no more technology. People that go to space. India went to space. America respect them immediately. That they were able to launch something into the orbit. Where we they? Food we not get. Many as people they go to space, we not get food. Hey, not in this digital world, no, not even digital world. We are no more in digital world. We are now in the AI world. Like Mary said now, she was able to spot some of the images I was showing you. It may look real, it may not look real, it may look as if it is AI, but if you can see that, if it is possible, then somebody have dreamt it. What's your dream? Because maybe when you dream, you can't wake up from the dream. Your dream will become reality. Like I said now, woman prefer get belly, carry her for 9 months. Nobody day they do the pikin, nobody that day they bring her out. Pikin they take time, they grow. Come out, come cry, come better with the mama. We're going to bring them up. Come on, man. Lady, I want you to tell me what is impossible in what I've been saying. Wait. See, I go see talk when I talk about my governor, when I go the verse. I know say before I go finish, I go mention them. How can development be construction of bridges? Is this not development? What you see Dangote doing now, is this not development? Is this a bridge construction? Hello? And see, and now, let me tell you, if the bridges were even now constructed by us, that is the highest thing why I can never forget Tinubu and Obodibori. Why I can never forgive you. If you people want to construct roads, and the people constructing it are our engineers, now made by us. So all we need to do, but why didn't they talk? He said, supposing they go just buy this thing, pay for when we go supply the team. They said the point our own. Not when refinery, when we go for refinery, we'll take and put for tank to supply Nigerians. That's how I think. Like a layman like him. Our problem should be, okay, we want to construct this road from there to there. Okay, we have so engineers, or we get so materials, or maybe we need so tractors. Our tractors, not if we can't buy tractors. But these people will continue to construct road. Not even one, it's a non-stop activities. Construction of road, construction of houses should be non-stop. How can our governors not construct houses? When only one man, that thief, former governor of Central Bank, built how many houses in Abuja? Only him. Delta State could not have an estate. If Delta State want to do business, enough to do for a place. If you do for Abuja, you go sell them. If you go OHS, you call on Delta Corner, or Delta Estate. As a Delta Abuja, they so every state supposed to get their own estate. Delta Estate, Lagos Estate, because it's our capital. So if we want to even own a place in that capital, we can go there. I want to say this a little bit before I close the show. Maybe be ready to close the show because I'm getting tired. I'm exhausted. Now I'm saying, if we not even pick on one new business, now the business of housing is doing very well in Abuja and in Lagos, but let's do Abuja first. It's our capital territory. Now, how about every state acquiring their small village, like the Life Camp now? That is a village. Delta Village, Anambra Village, Ondo Village. So that when you go there, that becomes the capital territory, our capital land, where we all belong. That would have been a good project too. That would have been national development. You know what I want to see? Those houses will be constructed by us, by our engineers. All we really need to do is just to supply the land, which we can have for free and pay a little. Is Delta State not rich enough? Which of the states, all the allocation you'll be collecting, you tips? Mary, now I want to go away. Now Mary is gone. Anyway, I want to say this. I can't wait to do more. When I see Dangote, I don't want to dominate. He should be more in charge. Let me let you guys see him for 1 minute. Dangote will respect you. We thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. We are proud of what you're doing. Africa is proud of you. God is with you. Dangote is different from your average pastor. It's different from your governors. If you want to respect somebody in the country today, use Dangote as a case study. If Africa or Nigeria is going to be the developed nation we are talking about, it's starting with Dangote. From that cement to this, if we give him government support, if government begin to buy shares in these things, I'm not sure Dangote is restricting you from buying shares. And even government don't even need to buy shares in this one. Do your own now. The man has done his own. Do your own refineries. Delta State do refinery. River State do refinery. Would that be Akpa? The board that can't look people for this world. All I hear is all the oil companies don't go. What about you doing it? Dangote has done it. That's tough, man. You are voted into power. But you never reached 1 year, sir. 1 year passed, you don't become. All your head now have to win 2027. So people now will gather around you, begin to praise you, praise all the rubbish you are doing. And you are going to call this governance? No, it's politics. I'm not going to blame you and blame my people for following you. But that the Christ will not. And if I have any way, I will make your life miserable. Because this is not the kind of government I want. Them talking now, they may not agree with me, but in another, by 2030, the effect of all these damages you have caused will be there. By that time, the bridge when you create, so don't hold. You go not tire. So now that won't be the long-term effect when you do that. And there will be no money to maintain the bridge. Because maybe oil can't dry, oil can't come as they now how they will maintain the bridge, sir. That's why the whole road that are on the road, they are not maintained. Because there's no future, there's no sustainable. I came one day and I talk about sustainable development. That show is a big one. I'll bring it back one day. And I will talk about it to make more sense. Like I said, the only hero I have in Nigeria is Dangote right now. And if Peter Obi were given chance as the governor of Anambra State, he would be thinking like this man. Was somebody that was able to invest the state money. That is a governor. Now, Peter was a governor. He was able to invest the state money. I know I have offended people again, and I know my job is to offend you. That is my job. That is why I am despicable. Yes. That's what I do. And if you just make my life easier and do the right thing, maybe I will be here today to celebrate. I would have loved to come here and say, oh, the price of rice has dropped. And thanks to this good work of this government for embarking in rice production, now the price has fallen. Now, thanks to Dangote for setting up a refinery, for making us not import our own product again. That is a man. What has your governor done? Has your president done that? He opened the importation of rice. Is that what I should be celebrating? You celebrate it. Anybody you will remember me. And Nigerians, you guys will remember what I said today. I don't think what I'm saying now is something you don't know. Maybe you are too afraid or you are too much so worried or so disturbed, so miserable that you can't think along this line. And actually, if you think it, then say it. If you have it in your mind, it's dead. If it's dead, say it out. This is a country with high level of intellectuals. Many, we can't count them. With all the academicians, with all the professors, with all these people, we cannot be living in this miserable state. Many of you who are even in a position to actually help them are the ones celebrating with them because you want to have an appointment. I forgive the young people because Their future has been cut into BPASA, that's a COA standard. Paying them 500,000, a boy that is supposed to be earning about 5 million, thinking of how to build a future of 10 billion. That for everybody, because if the children think along that line, they are helping the economy. You restrict them now to 500,000 naira, 600,000 naira monthly salary. He's happy, of course. He has never seen that kind of money before. He's going to attack me now that I'm saying this about you. You know what? That the Chris doesn't shake, because I know that in tomorrow, then when they open the book of life, I'll be justified. The question is, where will it be? Even you are here now, they are prosecuting you. You know, not everybody is stupid. Now that the Chris has come to expose so many things today, meaning everybody will not be blind forever. Young people will watch my broadcast and they will watch the way you govern, and they'll be wondering if you were really alive, whether this thing you did were for any good. Don't forget, you can't cover the lights. Let me close the show by talking to our journalists. I'm going to sit with you guys tomorrow. We need to talk tomorrow. Journalists. I describe you people as the eyes of the nation. And when you look at your body, you yourself, look at yourself. The most important thing that is most sensitive, that is most special, is your eye. That's why me, I know the scene now. I know the scene where I put my glass. I know they play with them. Because if you're not there, I will not be able to see. Look at me. I use it 24/7. You are the eyes of the nation that are supposed to point out these things I've been talking about. That is the meaning of journalism. There's no shortcut. By the time you compromise that with a small envelope, tomorrow your children, or maybe your wife going to deliver in a hospital and she might even die there. Look at the school your child going to go to. You couldn't pay the school fees. It's not me, it's you. Who do you think you've cheated? Me? You can't cheat me, because nobody can cheat God. That is why I end the show today, and it should be quiet right now. Nobody's here to help me to close the show. So I'm going to end the show by saying, please, Nigerians, we want to stop toffee ideology. We pray that we put an end to toffee ideology. We pray that we obey or begin to emulate the good work of Dangote. And let us be brave. I'm going to talk about that bravery one day. Dangote does not have it all. The man is just having the balls to make change. He said, I'm going to open a refinery. That would have been brave from another person. But he has made it come to pass. What's your dream? What's your dream? What is that thing that you want to do that will make you stand out? It's like Mary's back. She's here, then I will let her close the show. That would have been nice, Mary. Where have you been? I'll let you come. Anyway, I was just about to close up the show. And I said, I want you to round up the show with all you've heard from me today. Talk to Nigerians and wish us a future that will be meaningful, that will be fruitful. We want to suffer the pain today, so that by the time you kids having your babies, your children will not suffer what you are suffering now. Maybe the last thing you want to wish your children is this, what you see now. The only solution is to do what Dangote has just done. Thank you very much for my daughter for being with me. Sorry for using you as an example. You know, so that you be my example every time. No verse. I'll leave the show now. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mary.
Okay, so according to what Adeku said, I know he has been right, but you know, there's a way we that are Nigerians, we that is inside this country, there's a way we think, because we feel like a bird at hand, something like that, is the one we want to kind of cherish and all of that. You know, the truth is, in as much as we keep celebrating that the price of food has come down, it's not going to in any way make the country better. I think instead of we rejoicing for the price of food that has been brought down, why not let's channel this energy into asking the government questions like, how can we have surplus food and stop importing? How can a place that's we have a Ministry of Agriculture, a place with that is filled with lands, a lot of lands in Nigeria that would have been used for agricultural purpose, then we do not do anything about it, but we get to import food and see us rejoicing. It doesn't make any sense at all. Same goes to the oil sector. We are supposed to be generating money from oil sales, but at the end of the day, it's always one problem or the other. Let's have a Nigeria where we can be proud of the things we have. Let's not be proud of the things we import from people. Let's not celebrate the things we get from people. People cannot keep using us to make money. Let us also make money, and we should be proud to actually make money from people. It shouldn't be going this way, because just like Daddy Chris asked, if we are celebrating today that the price of food is down or it has been brought down, what happens 2 years' time, in 3 years' time? So are we going to keep going back and forth? Going back and forth, which is really not the best way to go, which will not in any way make any sense. So we have ministries for every of this sector. Most of the problems we cry out today, we have them as ministries. What are they doing? They should work towards the betterment of the country. They should work. If we have a stabilized way of having food products, I don't think we should in any way be celebrating that our food has been brought down by importing food. How can Nigeria be importing food? A country as large as Nigeria, we have a lot of farmers. It's not like we don't even have the food. But I think with the support of the federal government, with the support of the Ministry of Agriculture, we should be doing better. And we won't in any way be going back and forth as regards the high price of food or the low price of food. Yeah, that's my take. Okay, viewers, this would be a good place to wrap up the show on State of the Nation. And, we do this every day. But I would say keep following us on our social media page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and drop a comment. Let's get to know your thoughts and what you think about SRTV. I remain your girl, Marival Eze. See you tomorrow on the State of the Nation. Bye.
Understand? What they will do, Gloria, is that they will acquire the land, and then they will come up with a mock of how the building will look like, and then they put it in the market for sale. Like I said the other day, Dangote only saw the potential from say why people come, they said they